station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Photo 5, box on 50-4, entry respond to 1, Charlie 1. Engine 5, engine 55, engine 33. Truck 1, truck 49, medic 20, fuel com respond. Newgate Avenue, 3rd Street, Hamilton Green for the building fire.
Welcome, everybody, to the Firehouse Show. And we're going to be live on Facebook talking about the Cleveland Browns. That's right. You heard it first here on the Firehouse Show. Today's game, seeing how it is, what time is it? 12:31 in the morning, Sunday morning. Getting ready for the Browns game today, Sunday, against the Chicago Bears. Now, everybody makes predictions on the Cleveland Browns every game. Well, I was reading an article, and I want to share it with you. It's 5 bold predictions about the Browns for week 3. And they're welcoming the Chicago Bears to the Cleveland Stadium. And I'm not sure exactly. We're doing pretty good, but we're tied for first. There's a 4-way tie for first place right now, and unfortunately, the Cleveland Browns is in the tie. And so I just want to get these bold predictions and see what you guys think. People on Facebook and social media, you could message me if you have your own predictions on the Browns on today's game. Any feedback about the game or my radio show or my social media, feel free to leave comments. And right now, the number one bold prediction for tomorrow's game, they're saying Denzel Ward will get his first interception of the season. What's your opinion on that? I say, why not? I'll go with that prediction. Through the first 2 games of the season, Denzel Ward's play has been up and down. In week 1 versus the Chiefs, Ward made a decent account of himself. However, in week 2, the Texans did not stay or shy away from Ward and even targeted the veteran comeback multiple times. Hopefully tomorrow with the Chicago Bears, it'll be a better game for him. But in week 3, Ward and the defensive backs in Cleveland will face a solid group of pass catchers for the Bears. The most accomplished receiver in the Bears wide receiver room is Allen Robinson. Not he has been any success in the NFL, but it's inarguable that Robinson has never been able to display the full potential due to less than stellar quarterback play. But now with the Bears starting the first-round rookie, Justin Fields at quarterback, Robinson will be looking to establish a rapport with the new quarterback. While unproven, Fields is undoubtedly more talented quarterback than Robinson ever played with. It will be up to Ward and rookie Greg Newsome to nullify the threat that Robinson possesses on the outside. Ward in particular will bounce back and prove to be on the task. Do you think Denzel is going to be a threat, or do you not think so much? Let us know your comments here on the Firehouse Show, special show, Cleveland Brown Show. I just figured I'd get on here and do something different for my fans and my listeners. So forgive me if it goes astray, but I feel like talking to Browns. I'm pumped up. Can't wait till they play. It seems like the weeks go by slow now that football season's here. To me, anyways. And, Can anybody guess that's listening? Let me or leave me a comment. But can anybody guess the Cleveland Browns bold prediction number 2? It's about DPJ, Donovan People Jones. What do you think it is? Coming up right after this message.
We are MBR, Military Broadcast Radio. Every day, 22 veterans lose their battle to post-traumatic stress that is on American soil. That is one veteran every 65 minutes. Help us. Be part of the solution.
Hey everybody, it is H Train, and I am here to tell you a little bit about MBR, the MBR story, and what we're doing. Trust me, I'm very sincere in this whole thing. In 2003, MBR was created by Jim Butler to keep his buddies informed what was going all around the world, all around us. So Joel Hunt, also me, H Train, took it over in 2018 from the LLC. And I turned it into a nonprofit. The acceptance only took 18 days. That's how much this nonprofit was needed. We used to be just a nonprofit radio station, but now we teach all veterans from all eras, from all over the globe, to be DJs. We show them how to work the equipment. We teach them the computer skills that are needed to conduct a radio show or a podcast, whichever one they desire. After a 9-month commitment, the gear that we teach you on, we go ahead and buy you that same gear to make sure that you're confident and comfortable in your own skin. We accept civilians and military, but you won't find another radio station that does what we do anywhere at all. I guarantee it. Why? Because I'm a retired combat veteran, and I have dedicated my life to the station to help our veterans like myself that has the constant battle in their head from war, the what ifs. I listen to music and I'm focused on my show, and that thinking goes away. I do not stop, and my attitude spreads to my DJs. I have found out if you want to be a part of this success, then join me. We will rock our troops for another 10 years. If you're military supported, open those checkbooks and support these veterans, because when we receive donations, 100% goes to the troops, my staff. We do not get paid. Why, you ask? Because we're already retired and compensated through the VA. My program is so successful that even Brandon Stokely, a radio colleague of mine that I met at 104.3 The Fan, has joined me in MBR as a face, as the spokesperson, because he knows, and we are serious about knocking this 22 out the door. We are not throwing money, we're building our vets to prevent it. Since there's no FM radio station channels overseas for them, we learned about internet radio, and the troops could listen with a VPN number if an American internet IP wasn't established. So what are you waiting for to be a part of this family? We have really grown the last 2 years, and we have nowhere to go but up. And until I die, this radio station will always provide connections and opportunities to all our veterans by giving them a voice. I guarantee it.
There's a certain vibe in Boston that starts with its people. Possibly the sarcasm, their own underlying rugged persona, or just the Bostonian culture they all embrace in. And there is no better way to share this rugged blue-collar Boston mentality than in the form of Boston's most culturally defining piece of headwear, the Scally Cap, from Boston Scally Company. Visit Boston Scally Company to order your piece of Boston's cultural history today at bostonscally.com. That's bostonscally.com. All right, welcome back. Didn't get no comment, so everybody must be sleeping or just not interested in the Browns or my show, one of the two. But if you followed the Cleveland Browns during their training camp, then you know one thing's for sure. Donovan People Jones was primed to have a breakout year. All camp long, day in and day out, People Jones was making plays and stealing headlines. So the number 2 prediction is Donovan People Jones will have his breakout day. And I believe so. It's they had a couple games now behind them. They know how they're, each other's going to play in a real game, not a preseason game or practice. Big boy games. So everybody's starting to get into the rhythm. And I truly believe against the Chicago Bears that Cleveland's own Donovan People Jones will definitely have his breakout day. And you heard it first here, ladies and gentlemen, on the Firehouse Show. Should we call it the Firehouse Sports Show? Why not? Let's call it the Firehouse Sports Show for the night. But that was your number 2 prediction for tomorrow's game. Now, number 3, it's about our boy Nick Chubb. And he comes in at the number 3 bold prediction for the Cleveland Browns. And Nick Chubb puts another game on ice with a long touchdown run. I believe that will happen because I don't know if everybody got to watch last week's game. The last quarter, if they played that game like they did the fourth quarter, it would have been a blowout because it looked like the Cleveland Browns that we expected this year. And I mean, we won. It's a W, but I would have liked to have seen them play like they did the fourth quarter. And Chubb got into his rhythm, and everybody was just popping, and that's what we need. So, yes, I believe I'm going to actually predict. Now, comment if you're listening. Comment if you think I'm wrong, because I may be. But I'm going to go for he's going to have. He's going to have 2 long touchdown runs tomorrow. That's my prediction. Anybody could disagree, agree, or give me their own opinion on it. But I'm going on this show right now. I'm going Nick Chubb puts another game on ice with 2, not just 1 like the prediction says. I'm going with 2 long touchdown runs for tomorrow against the Chicago Bears. So comment if you would like here on Facebook Live on the Firehouse Sports Show. And we got 2 more to go. But number 4, I'm trying to think if I want to. I'm going to give you guys the number 4 prediction, but do I agree? Yeah, okay, I agree. So I'll give it to you. Number 4, Demetric Fountain will have over 125 all-purpose yards for tomorrow. It's saying Demetric Fountain is proven to be the weapon that we did not even know we needed. Coming out of last season, the wish list for the Cleveland offensive was short. They needed a speedy receiver to pair with everything they already had in the house. So, do you think that is Demetric Fountain? I believe so. I think he will get 125 plus all-purpose yards tomorrow. Yes, I'm going above and beyond what they say on 2 things so far, but we'll see what happens. But don't bet on me. Don't bet on what I say, because let me tell you a little something. At MB Radio, we have a fantasy football league. And, I first time ever playing fantasy football. So I'm like, me and my junior, we decided we were going to pick a great team and we were going to do good for our first time out. Well, let me tell you, I didn't know what I was doing. Obviously, I should have just did the automatic pick for the draft because right now I sit 0-2. Yes, 0 wins and 2 losses. That is my starting season right now. Our first 2 games. Maybe this week will get better, but one of my guys is Landry, and he's out. Another one is Odell Beckham. Well, guess what? He didn't play for the first 2 games. So, yeah, that's how my fantasy football started the last 2 weeks. So, don't take what I'm saying here with a grain of salt. Don't go out and bet on what I'm saying about these predictions because they're predictions. And I just feel I'm a Browns fan 100%. So, I'm just giving you what I think. So, don't take it to the bank. Trust me. Anyways, so yeah, I say Demetric Fountain will have 125 plus all-purpose yards. I'll go 140. That's a lot, but I'll go 140. Yeah, that's my prediction. So, anyways, we got one more to go. And this one, okay, I'm just going to read it to you and then I'll give you my opinion. But it says the number 5 bold prediction for the Cleveland Browns for game 3 is Myles Garrett gets back to being Myles Garrett. And it goes on to say Myles Garrett is coming off a week 2 of performance that could be described as something that is not associated with intimidating edge defender. Fans and analysis alike took notice of the quiet performance, but then again, so did Garrett. This Sunday, Garrett is going to remind everyone exactly who they are dealing with. And I, just like I said a little bit ago, the Browns are finally getting into a starting to be comfortable in what they're doing and playing again or with you know their team and becoming teammates and getting everything where all their eggs in a row, I guess you could say. And I believe, like I said, the fourth quarter of the second game, if they can continue that into this week, they're non stoppable. Unstoppable, unstoppable, unstoppable. If they could continue going like they did at the end of the game. And we will see tomorrow, or actually today, we will definitely see this. And I hope they come out charging, man. I want to see a good game. I want to see not a blowout, but I want to see the key players. I want to see them perform like we expected them to. Because so far, like I said, I'm a diehard Browns fan. I love the Browns, but I've kind of been disappointed. I mean, yes, they play good football. They do have a win. Unfortunately, they lost against Kansas City, which they put up a hell of a fight, but it was a loss. Second game, it kind of scared me. I almost thought we were going to lose that game. And then the fourth quarter came, and this is my opinion, but the fourth quarter, I was just like the happiest person in the world. That's what I expected. They got all that hype at the end or beginning of the year that they were going to come out, they were going to be a Super Bowl team. And I'm sorry, up until the fourth quarter of the last game, I did not see a Super Bowl team. Like I said, it's my opinion. But I believe this game and the following game, we're going to see our stars perform like they should have been performing this whole time. Once they get more comfortable with their teammates and everybody gets on the same page, we're going to be unstoppable. But with that to say, that was the 5 bold predictions for this week against the Chicago Bulls. Tomorrow, I believe the game kicks off at 1 p.m. And maybe I'll get on here in between, like maybe halftime or something, and um, just see how I did on these predictions. So, like I said, I gave you my opinions on them. Nobody else decided to chime in here on the Firehouse Sports Show. And if everybody missed it tonight, I put on Facebook that I was going live on Military Broadcast Radio app and mbradio.us for a live show tonight, and it was a great one. Again, I put my cowboy boots in the corner. I put my cowboy hat up on the shelf, and we rocked all the firehouses in the world. Like, it was a great show. And I will be doing my regular show. I'm not sure if it's going to be country or not. I want your guys' opinion on this too, whether it's now or once you guys take a look at this video. I'm thinking about changing my platform on Monday and Saturday show to classic rock and some blues mixed in with it. I just seem like I have more of a following with that. And to be honest with you, I'm a country fanatic. I love country music. But being a radio personality, I honestly like get into the classic rock a little bit more. I get more enthusiasm. I enjoy it more. It's not as like calm and, you know, everything. So give me your opinion on it. Leave me some feedback on my social media. I really would appreciate it. And again, I have 2 people, not just one. I have 2 people now that I might be doing podcast shows. One of them, if I do have great luck and can team up with this lady, Mrs. or Miss J Moon herself. She's a DJ on MB Radio. She has 2 shows. One of them is The Vault, and that's, I believe, on Friday nights. And she has another one, I believe, on Wednesday nights. Don't quote me on it, but she kind of reached out, and me and her's talking about doing a music podcast. And then I have a buddy around here that we're thinking about doing a podcast, and we're not sure of the topic yet. So I will let you know on that. I will let you know on social media, keep you guys informed. But anyways, on Mondays, it's the Firehouse Show, Firehouse Country Show as of right now. And that's from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Military Broadcast Radio app. And also Saturday nights. I do not have a time slot yet, but I will be on every Saturday, and I will have a set time slot for all you guys here soon. And just a shout out to Jay Moon. Shout out to Mr. H Train himself. I hope you guys have great travel on the way back to your home. Be safe. Get here or get there. Here, I wish I could meet you guys. But anyways, yeah, safe traveling tonight and tomorrow. Get home safely. And to OMS, Ohio Media School, I want to give you a shout out and thank you for everything you have done for me and taught me. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be sitting here right now on Facebook Live doing this little, I don't know, podcast, and I wouldn't have my own radio shows. So a special shout out to Ohio Media School. And all my followers and listeners, I thank you, and I hope you guys keep tuning in. Bring your friends and bring their friends and bring their friends. Let me know I'm doing an all right job and watch me grow. because honestly, I'm new at this. And yes, I get tongue tied and I do and all that stuff a lot, but I'm new at this and I'm learning still. I'll learn until the day I'm die. Till see, there I go. Till the day I die. So just keep tuning in and watching me grow, and I want to keep watching my fan base grow. So until tomorrow, I will get on here hopefully at halftime just to see how my predictions are going. Leave me feedback on my show, country or classic rock, or maybe do one of each. Just let me know. Give me a feedback on this, on the Browns, or anything you want. Let me know you're listening. Until tomorrow, my friends, as always, have a great, safe rest of your night and weekend. Good night, y'all.